Hello dear students, how are you all? Hope all of you are fine, happy at home, and I'm here with the chapter 10. Okay, the name of the chapter is The Story of Cricket. So easily you can understand that it's all about cricket. Story about cricket. So we'll come to know what is the story actually in this chapter. Sports is an integral part of our healthy life. It is one way in which we amuse ourselves, compete with each other, and stay fit. Among the various sports such as hockey, football, and tennis, cricket appears to be the most appealing national entertainment today. So how much do we really know about the game called cricket? That will come to know. And you also, I think all of you are aware of that cricket. Especially boys, they know. So this is a healthy game and this is very famous, and all other games are also there: hockey, football, tennis, but cricket appeals to be the most appealing national game. Cricket grew out of the many stick and ball games played in England 500 years ago. So it started in England only. The word bat is an old English word that simply means stick or club. By the 17th century, cricket had developed. Okay, evolved means developed step by step enough to be recognizable as a distinct means totally separate game. Okay, till the middle of the 18th century, bats were roughly the same shape as hockey sticks, curving outwards, and at the bottom. There were a simple reason for this: the ball was bowled underarm along the ground, and the curve at the end of the bat gave the batsman the best chance to making contact, hitting. Okay, for this is the way it is curved at the end, and that is why, because of that only, it's very easy to hit. One of the peculiarities of cricket is that the test match can go on for 5 days and still end in a draw. No other modern team sport takes even half as much time to complete. A football match is generally over in an hour and a half. Even baseball completes 9 innings in less than half the time that it takes to play a limited overs match, the shortened version of modern cricket. So you know all about this match, how they counted the innings and also all of you know. So it is like that only. And another curious characteristic of cricket is that the length of the pitch is specified 22 yards, but the size or shape of the ground is not. Most other team sports such as hockey and football lay down the dimensions, means area, of the playing area. Cricket does not. Other plays they have the dimension, but cricket it does not. Grounds can be oval like the Adelaide, okay, or oval or nearly circular, like Chepauk in Chennai. It's called Chepauk in Chennai. And 6 at the Melbourne cricket ground needs to clear much more ground than it does at Feroz Shah Kotla in Delhi. So everywhere it's that ground is there, cricket match is being played, and here it is also there, that Feroz Shah Kotla in Delhi. It is in India, and all of you know about Melbourne cricket ground, that is also very famous. There's a historical reason behind both these addities means strange features. Okay, oddities means strange features. Cricket was the earliest modern team sport to be codified means arrange laws into the systematic code. So all plays they have their own rules and regulations, so it is also coded by some systematic law to play and to arrange the game. The first written laws of cricket were drawn up in 1744. They tested the principles shall choose from amongst the gentlemen present two umpires who shall absolutely decide all disputes. So umpires also there to decide the disputes among the cricket, and if there is any mischiefs, they will also decide and decide the conclude the disputes. The stumps must be 22 inches high and the bail across them 6 inches. So stump and the bail in between 6 inches gap is there. The ball must be between 5 and 6 ounce and the two sets of stumps 22 apart. The world's first cricket club was formed in Hambledon in the 1760s, and the Marylebone Cricket Club, MCC, its short form is MCC, Marylebone Cricket Club, it's very famous, was founded in 1787. During the 1760s and 1770s, it became common to pitch the ball through it along the ground. This change gave bowlers the options of length, deception through the air, plus increased space. So all these games, they have their own rules and regulations. Like this, the cricket also, it has its own rules and regulations, where to keep stump, how much gap should be kept, and it's step by step developed, and this way it has a modern form also, how to play and how to follow the laws. It also opens new possibilities for spin and swing. In response, batsmen had to master timing and shot selection. One immediate result was replacement of the curved bat with the straight one. The weight of the ball was limited to between 3.5 to 5 and 3/4 ounces, and the width of the ball 4 inches. In 1774, the first leg before law was published. Also around this time, a third stump become the length of a major match, and this year also saw the creation of the first six skim cricket ball. So every time it's changing its way of play, and every time it's following the rules and regulations, and this way step by step it has developed, and now we have the modern form of cricket which is happening, and we are habituated, we used to see, observe or enjoy. Okay, if you look at the game's equipment, you can see how cricket both changed with changing times, and yet fundamentally remained true to its origins in rural England. Cricket's most important tools are all made of natural pre-industrial materials. The bat is made with leather, twine and cork. Even today, both bat and ball are handmade, not industrially manufactured. The material of the bat changed slightly over time. Once it was cut out of a single piece of wood. Now it consists of two pieces, the blade, which is made out of the wood of the willow tree, and the handle, which is made out of cane, and that became available as European colonialists and trading companies established themselves in Asia. So all of you know that it's handmade ball and bat. It's not manufactured in industry or factory, and the willow willow wood is also being used for making this ball and bat. So this is the way how it's developing, and we are in that modern time. Unlike golf and tennis, cricket has refused to remake its tools with industrial or made material. Plastic, fiberglass and metal have been firmly rejected. Metal and plastic have been fibers and metals have been firmly rejected at in the matter of projective equipment has been influenced by technological change. The invention of vulcanized rubber led introduction of pads in 1848 and productive gloves soon afterwards, and the modern game would be unimaginable without helmets made out of metal and synthetic weight materials. So the helmets, it's also compulsory nowadays. Without helmets it's not allowed to play, and this is also following some materials which is not too heavy and which is not harmful to the players. So thank you so much, hope you understood, and all of you are aware of this cricket. So everything before we go through any chapter or anything, we have to know about the history, how it was played, it was started in the England first. So this way it has developed step by step, and now we are in that modern age where we can see, we can enjoy the cricket and how it is happening, how the rules are followed by, and this way it is here right now. So in our next chapter, in our next video, we'll come to know all about this cricket only. Thank you so much, hope you understood. Bye, take care.